Good morning. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. Today is Sunday, May the 12th. This is our live prayer and healing circle. Today in the United States is the day we celebrate Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of you out there, whether you are a mother or a child. We're all one or the other, and both, some of us both. Today is, for many people, a day of celebration, a day of honoring the mother. It's a day of joy, and for many it can also be a day of pain, as my cat cries in the background. Oh, goodness. Our mothers are our greatest joy and our strongest connection to love, and yet not everyone has this experience. If we don't always experience the love and protection that we expect from our mothers, they can also be that opportunity for us to experience some painful disappointments in life. That loneliness we feel from just feeling separated from love, the pain we feel from being abandoned by love, the grief we feel from missing the love that we expect to find here in these lives on planet Earth. Now, we're all here on this journey. We're these beings of light that are breathed into these physical forms here to have this journey on planet Earth, to experience all that this life has to offer. And in one sense, we can tell ourselves that we're all characters in each other's plays. We're here playing out the purposes and lessons of life. And our mothers, that we expect them to be everything that we expect from a mother, they are also playing out their roles in their lives. They have purposes and lessons of their own. They too are the perfectly imperfect souls traveling their own paths. So as much as we feel this intense connection with them, and we feel so intertwined, and in some ways we are, but their pains and difficulties and behaviors and everything else are not about us, and ours, or your children's, are not about the mothers. We each have our journeys and our soul pathways. We're here to learn our lessons, and we're here to serve our purposes. And while they intertwine with each other, they're not about each other. So on the purely physical and emotional and mental realms, it helps to remember that. And before we talk about the metaphysical and the spiritual, let's go ahead and come into our prayer and healing circle and begin our invocation and our meditation. So let's all come into our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one, in the name of the one, the most merciful, ever compassionate. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And let's, as we come together, take a full and gentle breath into your heart center. And as you exhale, let's bring our hearts to face toward the center of our circle, to that point in the center of our circle that is the hub of our wheel. As we bring our hearts together, we call together on our source, the name of the One. We call on that essence of pure divine light. We ask for that light to stream into the center of our circle, filling all of our circle with this pure ocean of divine light. And just imagine or perceive or feel, whatever way is natural for you, this stream of light, this pure divine light, this waterfall streaming into the center of our circle, filling all of our circle with this pure divine light. And as this vibration comes in and fills all of the space in front of you and between us, so let yourself begin to breathe this vibration in through your heart center. Let your heart center be that portal through which you breathe your breath and breathe in this vibration of divine light. And as you exhale, just let your exhale carry back into this ocean of pure light. Carry any of the clutter or the stress or any of the whatever may be ready to release from your heart space. Let it be carried back into the depths of this ocean of divine light to be cleansed and purified, transmuted, returned to its original place and state. As you breathe in. As you inhale, breathe in this vibration of this pure divine light. And as you exhale, relax, release. Let your heart space become soft. Inhale, breathe in this vibration of this pure divine light. As you exhale, relax, release, and soften, and let this vibration of light be absorbed into all of your heart space, infused into your breath, into your oxygen, infused into your fluids, infused into your tissues. And let's call on that essence of the pure unconditional love, the pure love that exists within and around all things, the love that is, the love from which we emanate, that is not dependent on who or what we are or what we perceive. It just is. The pure divine love, al-Wadud. As this vibration streams and that gentle waterfall into the center of our circle, filling all of our circle and filling our circle to overflowing. So it is the container of our circle, and it is the container for our circle in each and every one of us. This vibration of divine light and unconditional love, completely filling all of the space in front of us and around us, and holding and supporting you. Gently enveloping and holding and supporting you in this vibration of this pure divine light and unconditional love. The ocean that you subsist in and swim in, it is the air that you breathe. It is what holds you and contains you. It is what fills you and gives you life and breath, heartbeat and consciousness. Breathe this in. Let it infuse into your oxygen and your fluids and your tissues. And calling on the essence of divine compassion, Ya Rahman. And feel this stream or perceive this stream of this pure compassion, the eternal compassion that exists beyond the realm of our time and space. Our small realm of time and space is contained within this ocean of divine compassion. It is the ocean that we subsist in, that we swim in, that we live in, that we breathe in. It is so vast that we're not even aware. Let this vibration of divine light, an-nur, unconditional love, al-wadud, and eternal compassion, ar-Rahman, stream through this gentle waterfall into the center of our circle, filling all of our circle with this pure vibration, divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion, filling all of our space, surrounding, enveloping, holding, and supporting each and every one of us. Feel it supporting you and holding you. And let yourself absorb this vibration of divine light, of unconditional love, of eternal compassion. To breathe this in through your heart center. As it is infused into your oxygen and infused into your fluids and into your blood, let it circulate. Deliver this nourishment of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion to every cell of your body. And invite every cell of your body. Speak to your cells and invite them to turn to face this vibration of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion, to open to them and to receive them. Invite your cells to also breathe them in and let the consciousness within each cell be cleansed and washed and purified. Let the vibration of each cell be raised to this vibration of the pure divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Let your entire body breathe this vibration of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Let every cell be infused with this vibration of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Let your entire being vibrate with the resonance, the frequency of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Every fiber of your being facing this light, receiving this love, being held and immersed and supported with this eternal compassion, all breathing together and vibrating together at this vibration, this frequency of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. Continue with that breath, allowing yourself to be breathed and to be infused, to be lifted. With this frequency of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. feel yourself held in this compassion. The name for compassion is Rahman, the name for the infinite mercy, which is like the compassion. There is the Rahman, the ocean of compassion that we subsist in. And Rahim is the infinite mercy that flows from this compassion into each and every one of us, into you specifically, to give you the mercy and the compassion and the grace and the love that is here to support you and to hold you and to guide you and to heal you through this journey on planet Earth. So let that Rahim, the infinite mercy, flow into your heart as you are held in this ocean of divine compassion. The compassion, divine compassion, Rahman, Rahim, the divine compassion, the Rahman, the Rahmah, is the doorway through which all of the attributes of the divine flow and are birthed into or manifest into this realm to be reflected through each and every one of us as a reflection of the divine, a mirror of the divine, reflecting that presence into this material realm, into this earthly realm. That attribute of Rahman, Rahim, that divine compassion, it is the doorway through which all of the attributes of the divine flow to be birthed into this realm. And that is significant because that name of Rahman is the same name, or the same root from which the name of the womb of the mother is a metaphysical, spiritual metaphor and mirror between the name of Rahman and the womb of the mother. The name of the womb in the sacred languages, Arabic and Hebrew, or Arham. It's the same root and the same meaning of the name of compassion, which is also the ties of kinship. We are born into this material realm through the womb, through this passageway of the divine compassion, the infinite compassion. And if you remember about a sacred language, the name, when spoken, carries the same vibration as the thing that it names. And metaphysically and spiritually speaking, we are all energy, and physically speaking, we are all energy. Everything carries energy, vibration, frequency. The sound that is spoken in the sacred language that names the thing carries that same vibration. The name of the womb carries the same vibration as the ocean of divine compassion. And each of us, when we are formed in the womb, what gives us life and consciousness is when that breath of spirit is breathed into the fetus in the womb. That breath of spirit breathes that divine essence that carries the breath of spirit, which carries all of the attributes of the divine within that breath. This is the core of the consciousness of the human being. And it is said that God sends compassion before the human being. That Rahman is the compassion that holds and supports each of us. We subsist in first the womb of compassion, and then we are born through that passageway into this material realm, which is the world of compassion. This entire world is held in an ocean of compassion. The role that the mother plays in bringing forth life from the realm, the subtle realm of divine compassion, into this material realm, the 3D, not so subtle realm, though the divine compassion can sometimes be very subtle here. When we are born into this realm, we come through that passageway. And as everything is a reflection, a macrocosm of the microcosm and the microcosm of the macrocosm, we have a grand mirror in the relationship between the mother and the child that is a reflection of that relationship between the soul and the Creator. As our beings and the breath of spirit that's breathed into the being, into the core that gives life, that breath is the breath of divine compassion and unconditional love and divine light. Yet as we're born into the world and the umbilical cord is cut, we perceive ourselves as separate because that line has been cut that connected us to the compassion on the material realm and to that source of love and connection and nourishment. It was the physical nourishment as well. And suddenly, we find ourselves as separate beings. We are very dependent. And yet we are coded to individuate and find our autonomy. We're coded for this separation, and we experience the separation from that which was our passageway and our source of connection and nourishment and love. And we are each here at various places on our pathways to experience this separation, individuation, pursuit of autonomy, pursuit of finding who we are and what our purpose is here. And this life is laid out so that we each have our lessons to help us to find that. And we each have our gifts, and we each have our purpose. And the mother and child have this very special role because of that mirror, that connection with that physical connection through which we came, that was connected to this ocean of divine compassion, the womb, which was also the source of sustenance and nourishment and the source of our connection, our physical connection. which is very much a metaphor and mirror for that which we seek from the divine realms. Our spirits, our souls are always connected, but we come here as beings, as souls, to experience a sense of a disconnection. We're given free will. We have to experience the sense of disconnection so that we will individuate and go out on this life journey to try to find our autonomy and our sense of purpose. And along the way, we learn these life lessons, soul lessons, so that our souls can evolve and we can come to know eventually the truth of our divinity through the eyes of the heart and the soul, which can give a greater and deeper meaning to it on a conscious level, on the level of this realm of consciousness. So by design, we're here to separate and experience the pain of that separation. And eventually it is the pain that calls us back to love, back to home, back to that which we know at the depths of our being, because it is that life breath that gives breath to the lungs and beats the heart and gives consciousness to the physical being. The same breath that gives us knowledge or the potential for conscious knowledge, both are true, gives us the knowledge of the divine attributes that are reflected through each and every one of us on this material plane. And it gives us that opportunity to know in a conscious way from this realm the manifestation or the expression of those divine attributes in this material realm. So let's take a minute again and breathe in that vibration of the divine compassion, Rahman. Breathe it deep into the core of your heart center, the portal to the core of your divine essence that is present within your physical form, that is that breath of spirit that gives life to your physical body. Breathe that divine compassion, Ar-Rahman, into your core, and let it remind the core of your being of the truth of its existence. Our roles that we play out with our mothers, it's a very special role. A divine mirror, and at the same time can be the source of a lot of pain on this material human plane, in the layers of the heart that give us feeling which we're meant to have and experience in this plane. If your heart is experiencing the loneliness of the separation, or the grief, or the abandonment of feeling that you have lost the love or not experienced the love that you are encoded to expect from your mother. I invite you to allow yourself to feel that pain, as just, not to let it take you down, but just to let that feeling come up through you, say it in that way, so that it doesn't take you down, but it comes up through you and through your heart, and offer that into the center of our circle to be healed in this ocean of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion. And at the same time, you feel that in your heart, that place through which this feeling comes up in your heart or in your body, breathe this vibration of divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion into that place of pain in your heart or in your body. And let this vibration come in and feed that place with the nourishment that it has been yearning for since its inception. That place that was born of divine compassion and experienced the separation from that compassion and has yearned for it ever since. Let that place of yearning inside you have what it has been yearning for. Breathe in this vibration of the eternal compassion, Rahman. Breathe in this vibration of the infinite mercy, Ar-Rahim. And as you breathe, you can recite in and place this vibration into that place of pain in your heart or in your body. Give it the vibration of Ar-Rahman. And that is R-A-H-M as in Mary, A-N as in Nancy, Rahman. Let that vibration and that divine compassion flow right into that space that is experiencing the pain of the separation. Ar-Rahman, 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 Ar-Rahman. And if it helps you, you can place your hands on your belly and let that breath and that vibration move through your heart and all the way into your belly. And for the women, all the way into that womb space. Ar-Rahman, 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 Let's call also on that infinite mercy that is available specifically for you. Ar-Rahim. And let this flow into your heart center, into those places that feel the pain of separation and the yearning to return to that connection and oneness with love. Ar-Rahim. 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 Place this vibration right into the center of your heart. Breathing that in. I'm going to read from Fauzia's book, The Divine Names. It says, 2 things are essential on our spiritual path, which always expresses itself on the social level: to become aware of God and to become aware of the womb. The womb is the place of conception, the place where nurturing and protection come together, namely the 2 qualities a being needs in order to grow up in a balanced manner. The womb represents also an inner, pleasant, and comforting state. We need to respect the womb that gave us birth as the locus of the creation of humankind in this world, which reminds us of our common origin and of human kinship. To respect the womb means to always stand by the weak and the oppressed, to stand up for justice, and to fight for the oppressors, and to fight the oppressors, It also means to respect and look after the cosmic womb, nature, for nature is and always will be, the companion of faith. And the Surah Al-Nisa says, and remain conscious of God, in whose name you demand your rights from one another, and of these ties of kinship. This locus of the creation of humankind is that mirror, that passageway through which we all pass to come into this realm, and which gives us that templating, that code for that connection with the soul, connection with Source, and the passageway through which we return to connect with and to know our source, to know ourselves as that manifestation, the breath of the divine attributes, to be known in this realm. So breathing that vibration of divine light, unconditional love, eternal compassion, and the infinite mercy. The eternal compassion, Ar-Rahman. The infinite mercy, Ar-Rahim. Let that flow through you and fill you and template you with the knowing of your divine essence. Let it heal the pain of separation within you as it returns you through the divine compassion to your connection with unconditional love and the source of unconditional love. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. And let that be breathed into every fiber of your being. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Let this knowing and the knowledge and the wisdom of the ocean of compassion and the infinite mercy be breathed into every cell of your being, every cell of your body, every fiber of your being, into all of your consciousness. Ar-Rahman, the ocean of compassion, Ar-Rahim, the infinite mercy. Let it heal you. Let it bring you knowledge and wisdom and understanding, compassion for yourself, compassion for your mother, forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for your mother. Let it fill you with the wisdom of divine truth, the divine orchestration for our journey on planet Earth plays out through each and every one of us, and what has played out on the stage before you and around you, as they say, it is for you and it is from you or through you, but it is not about you. So what has played out in your mother's life is not about you. It is for you, and it is from you. It is for your earth journey and your life lessons and your discovery of your soul purpose and your true divine essence. And your mother's is the same. Hers is not about you, but it is for her and it is from her. It is for her evolution of her soul, for her soul lessons and life lessons and purpose, and to give her what she needs to return to know her truth of her divine essence. In the realm beyond this realm where there is no time and space reality, and there is a different relationship in which we all travel together. And here on this realm, we come together and we play out roles with each other and for each other. And again, they're not about each other. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. They give each other what we need to experience through the ties of kinship, through the womb, through the connections of divine compassion and infinite mercy, to know ourselves as the reflections of the divine, and to know the divine through coming to know ourselves. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. You are a reflection of divine light. You are an expression of unconditional love. You are a manifestation of divine beauty. Say that one more time. You are a reflection of divine light. You are an expression of unconditional love. You are a manifestation of divine beauty. So take a deep breath, receive, and let this land. A deep breath. And I'll invite you to feel this as your consciousness now drops all the way into your physical body and grounds into your physical space, letting your entire conscious body and all of this vibration, the divine light, unconditional love, eternal compassion, and infinite mercy, let it drop into your physical body. Take a seat into your physical seat. Feel your energy moving through your hips, through your legs, your knees, your calves and shins, your ankles, your feet, through the soles of your feet and all the way into the tips of your toes, grounding you into the earth. Feel your presence of your divine being connecting into the earth, beneath the surface of the earth, 3 feet and 5 feet and 10 feet, connecting in with the wisdom and the grounded wisdom of the elements of the Mother Earth. The Mother Earth, the womb that contains us on this planet, in this earth realm. And let her wisdom feed you up through your feet, through the energy that comes up through your feet and into your body, merging the wisdom of the earth with the vibration of spirit present in your physical body. And take another breath and stretch out your arms, circle your wrists and stretch out your hands. Feel your presence into your hands and your fingertips. And a deep breath, really ground in, feel your presence here. And when you're ready, open your eyes and connect with the space around you, maintaining this connection and this vibration and this marriage of the wisdom of the earth and the vibration of the spirit in your physical form, in your body, as you are that reflection of divine light, manifestation of unconditional love, and it is expression of unconditional love and manifestation of divine beauty, and all of the above. And remember, this is a meditation that we bring into the physical body and manifest on the physical earth. It is not a meditation we leave our bodies to do and then come back to resume life as normal. This is bringing this into the life as normal, to live from this place, from this moment forward, with this knowledge, with this vibration, with this presence, with this connection in your body on planet Earth. So let that ground in and remain present within you as you connect with the surroundings and your environment. And carry this vibration with you. Let it resonate within you, ground in you, be the core of you, and emanate from you as you move throughout your world and interact with your environment and those within your environment, letting this light and love and compassion emanate from you and be spread to lift all of those around you, May you have a beautiful and glorious Mother's Day today. And from this day forward, as every day is a celebration of life and of love and of our relationships and all that bring us in their roundabout ways closer to know this connection on the conscious realm, through our consciousness in this realm. So with that, I will bring this part of the call to a close and open for Q&A. If you're listening to the recording, you're welcome to join us for these calls, the Prayer and Healing Circle of the Community for Conscious Living, on Sundays, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. You can find the information for joining these calls at joyfullylivingwellness.com. While you're there, you can pick up your copy of the 10 Spiritual Principles of Our Human Existence, which is a one sheet that gives you the 10 principles that this work is based on. And it can serve as a reminder for you. You can print out multiple copies and put them in everywhere where you'll see them to remind yourself of the truth of who and what you are, to help you remember your divine essence in physical body. There are so many messages bombarding us on a regular basis, thousands of times a day, taking us away from our experience of this connection of compassion and love and light, and guiding us or leading us to think that we're something other than that. So we can do ourselves a favor and remind ourselves as many times a day as possible of the truth of who and what we are and this true vibration that we carry of that divine light and unconditional love and divine beauty, the eternal compassion and the infinite mercy that is within us and always available. So with that, I'll end the recording and open for the Q&A.